What's up, guys? It's your boy Richie Scott. We're going to be talking about Andy Cohen's latest statement about that infamous camera footage from Real Housewives of Potomac. And we're going to get into all the reunion tea, so get into this.
Well, I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Richie Scott. We're back with another video. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel as always. If you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted to each time we drop new videos right here on this channel. By now, hopefully you guys have seen my interview with Rost. If you haven't, be sure to check that out. It was a good one. We also had a great interview with Quentin Latham this week as we celebrated his birthday. Shout out to everybody that's commented and shared the video. I'm really appreciative. It really means a lot to me. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, so you guys remember that unseen video footage from Monique's Rainbow Party, wherein Michael, production was sort of putting together the pieces to let us see what exactly happened with Michael and this cameraman to the best of their ability. Now, what they also ended up doing was intersplicing that footage with more footage from a scene later in the party wherein Michael is allegedly talking to someone else, and that person is said to be Monique's cousin Hank and not the cameraman. So we're not sure why they put that footage in there, but now Andy Cohen is actually apologizing for it. Let's get into what he had to say. He did this on Watch What Happens Live, guys. So it was really, really quick, and it almost like if you blink, you missed it. He said, I want to first start with the correction. On last Sunday's Watch What Happens Live, we aired the Potomac unseen footage. He said sternly on Watch What Happens Live, straight into the camera. We mistakenly attributed a quote to the cameraman when in fact there was no attribution made when the episode originally aired in its entirety. We sincerely apologize for that error. This unseen footage, which was first aired on the Real Housewives of Potomac weeks ago, contained audio from two separate moments at Monique Samuel's baby shower back in September of 2018. It was meant to address the allegation of sexual assault in the form of butt grabbing made against Ashley Darby's husband, Michael Darby, by a Bravo cameraman. In the first part of the audio, a man who was the cameraman in question could be heard telling Michael, "Please don't do that." Michael then proceeds to respond, "Okay," to this man, who would later file a police report accusing Michael of grabbing his butt without his consent. The second part of the footage is when things get murky. Viewers could hear someone saying, "Hold on, Mike, hold on," after Mike is heard clearly saying, "I didn't touch your butt." But according to Andy's apology, the voice opposite of Michael's in this part of the audio wasn't a Bravo cameraman. This somewhat confirms Monique's previous claims about the voice in the second half of the video belonging to her relative and not a cameraman. So, this footage has definitely opened up a can of worms. I believe Rost also addressed this additional footage, basically saying that, Bravo has jumped the shark with this, by airing that footage and sort of leading people to think something happened that maybe did not happen. I'm thinking that could also be potentially why they are kind of hesitant to invite her to the reunion, because she is basically kind of also calling things out as she sees it. And as you guys know by now, she's honestly a sweetheart. So it really boggles my mind still why she's not allowed at the reunion. Obviously, anything that they don't want to address, they can edit out of the reunion, so we would never see it. So it's interesting to me why she wouldn't be there. Moving right along. So our good friends at allaboutthetea.com, who I love because, listen, I'm always here to support other people, especially when they're supportive of me, have given me great advice, and have just reached out and been someone who has been just a big support to me since I've sort of started on my solo vlogging journey. Now, our source from All About the Tea is dropping all the details about what happened at the reunion, and I want to get into it all right now. So this is what we have to look forward to. So apparently, not only do the ladies throw jabs during this reunion, but the fellas get in on the action too, as the men were said to be present. And for the record, I do believe Miss Dorothy was there as well. And you guys know that's Candace's mom. So All About the Tea is basically reporting that Ray Huger verbally annihilates Michael Darby over his booty bandit habits. Now, apparently, Ray went after Michael, no holds barred. I'm not surprised that this has happened, mostly because Michael took it upon himself to go after Ray and his finances at a previous reunion, so this does not shock me at all. They're saying that he did let Michael off the hook. He exposed all of Michael's habits, and it was a moment, and allegedly he was king of the reunion. So what they're saying basically is that Ray and Karen came out literally on top of this reunion, and they're saying that everyone was blown away by the Hugers. Now, here's another piece of interesting dish that our good friends over at All About the Tea are reporting as well, that Gizelle Bryant and her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant, are once again dating after their messy divorce. Now, apparently, or allegedly, Gizelle talked about reuniting with her ex-husband. She's announced that he's been pursuing her, and allegedly she appeared smitten. They're also saying that she told the ladies that, you know, they shouldn't judge anyone by their past, and so they shouldn't judge him. Now, allegedly, while Jamal still has his church in Atlanta, Gizelle has no plans to move to Atlanta, so that's good. So we'll still have her on Potomac. But I don't know about this because I thought that he was dating Tweet, so I'm not necessarily sure what the tea is. And there was also some allegations that he was dating Phaedra Parks at one point in time as well. All I have to say about this is, Gizelle, if this is true, girl, be careful. You know, listen, I guess here's my new thing. Here's where I'm at these days. So let me not judge. I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I don't know the person I used to be, because I kind of feel like you learn and you try to be better, right? So for me, it's like, maybe he not that person no more. You know, obviously he still has his church, and he still, you know, people still revere him as a pastor. So maybe we should just look at him for where he is now. Let's move on, because they're also saying that Ashley Darby and Candace Dillard are fighting absolutely dirty. We're told that Candace diced up Ashley like some sandwich meat. And apparently their fight was really nasty, and they were dragging each other from everything from Candace's issues with her mother to Michael's love of all things booty. And apparently their fight went beyond the normal shade throwing, and it stands as the most intense fight of the reunion. And to be very honest with you, I'm not necessarily shocked at that. We're also told that Ashley spent a lot of time defending Michael at the reunion. So that's not surprising either. We're also told that Monique Samuel and Candace Dillard got heavily into it. And that Monique didn't sugarcoat anything and really let Candace have it for accusing her of forging an alliance with Ashley and dropping her as a friend. And then, not to be left out of this, apparently Robyn and Juan are talking about getting married again. So to me, this is probably the most exciting part of that, because I feel as though this is what I feel like happened with Robyn and Juan. I felt like when she invested that money, and they were probably still young, you know, he probably went out and did his thing because he was upset and angry at her for losing all their money. And I feel like with her getting back on the show, it's been a really good thing, because it's allowed her to make an additional income, get a lot of other opportunities, and really help them get back on track financially. Which for a lot of people in marriages tends to be a reason why they end anyway. So I'm glad to see that this is something that they've hopefully been able to sort of work through, and hopefully we will see another marriage from them in the next season. I think that would be awesome for her. I think it would be a great storyline for her for next season. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Shout out to allaboutthetea.com. I love supporting other bloggers who are just cool and dope. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys think about this whole footage with the unseen production footage, because y'all know we was all gagging when they showed that. And to be quite honest with you, I've talked about it with a number of people. That second part of the footage, they didn't really even need to show. They didn't need to play that at all. So I was confused as to why it was even a part of that whole thing, because I was less interested in that and more interested in the part where Michael actually, went into any type of dialogue with the camera person, although we couldn't see it. So you guys let me know what you think about this. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We do this 5 days a week here, sometimes on weekends. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Scott. Also follow my personal channel. A link will be in the description box below. And so I will see you guys in the next video.